Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday morning. I hope you all are faring well. To all of our Southeast Coast friends, especially the ones in Florida. Let us know if you're here and how you're doing. I do know that Miss Linda reported that they were faring well. They were without power, had their generator on, so I hope everyone else is also doing very well. I know that Maritza was in Alabama. Her and Robert left to go to Alabama. My friends who I talked about yesterday are also doing well. So I know that's not the case for everyone, and our prayers are with everyone there. But welcome to the Oak and Lamb YouTube channel. We are glad you're here. If this is your first time visiting, let us know. We want to give you a shout out. My name is Becca Oaks. I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb, and Miss Rachel Langston is over here. You're going to see me, my eyes dart at her a lot. Sure. I wish we had a camera on her so that you could see. Actually, she would not want you to see her right now.
Not today.
Not today. She has a hat on.
I overslept today.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, she is also an owner and craft educator here. We're glad you're here. Here at Oak and Lamb, we love to craft. And we don't just Cricut craft. We love our Cricut, and that's honestly what got our foot in the door with crafting. But we don't want to ever craft ourselves into a corner and just do Cricut stuff, because there are so many amazing techniques and mediums and things that are not even Cricut related that we want to touch on and teach you. And today we're kind of doing something that is a lot of different things. So I've cut out a cute little door hanger using our Glowforge, and I cut out the words using our Glowforge, but then I'm going to cut out a piece of faux leather using our Cricut. And then we're going to put it together. However, before we do all of that, I'm going to show you how I manipulated this cut file in Illustrator. So for those of you who like cut file design, then I'm going to teach you some really simple things here. And then if you don't like cut file design, I'm also going to pop this finished file over in the private Facebook group for you all. So flock members can download this. If you're not a flock member and want to make this project, want to be a part of an amazing community of crafters, then we would love to invite you to do that. Here at Oak and Lamb, we have a library of hundreds of cut files, as well as member-only content. So we have member-only lives and member-only pre-recorded videos, as well as other resources. And membership gives you access to that, as well as the cut files that I mentioned, with free commercial use license, so that you can make things with our cut files and sell them legally. So use the code that Miss Rachel has shared with you. Click on the link and use the code 35OFF to get $35 off our annual membership. It's a fantastic deal because our annual membership is discounted to begin with. So it's a discount on top of a discount. Who doesn't love discounts?
Savings on that,
yes.
right?
Yes. Amy, thank you. This is the flannel, the bleached flannel that I was talking about in yesterday's private Facebook live. Yesterday we did a member-only live talking about bleached dip dyed flannels. It was really fun, and my kids loved their shirts. I took them home yesterday and washed them. They turned out really cute.
I know they did.
They did.
I'm sure they did.
They were hanging up drying, and I'll take a picture of them and share with you all. But yes, thank you for that. Okay, is there anything that I need to address, Rachel? I haven't been looking at comments.
I don't think so.
Okay, fantastic. Hey, Lorraine. Hey, Carly, Amy, Renee, Penny, Anna, Alina. Did we have any new friends that I was not paying attention to?
Not that I saw, but if you guys are new, raise your hand. Give us an emoji,
yes.
something like that. We would love to welcome you.
This is your first time watching. Yes, we're very excited. Okay, so as far as the project goes, let's go over really quickly the supplies. I did use, like I said, a Glowforge to cut this out. You could use your Cricut and chipboard. You could cut this out with chipboard. It would not be terrible to do that. I would not do the words out of chipboard. I would do the words out of HTV, and then you could transfer that over to this faux leather. So that's an option. If you don't have a laser cutter, you can still make this project. Chipboard. So this is out of MDF. I just used a 1/8 inch MDF. This is the 11.5 by 19 or 12 by 19. I can't ever remember. Just standard size that is used with Glowforges. And then for the words on this one, I cut it out of a light maple plywood. This is 1/8 inch light maple plywood. And I chose this because I did not want to paint it. I wanted to be a lazy crafter, and maple is a nice light wood. So it's gonna look really cute on top of this faux leather.
I think that's smart, not lazy.
Right? This one I painted and then ruined an entire pair of leggings. It was a whole process. Rachel got a good laugh.
Becca had never heard me make that noise.
No, I've never heard anyone make that noise.
It was hilarious.
Yes. Anyway, so I painted this one, and it does have faux leather, and we'll go overhead in a little bit and talk about the adhesive. Rachel sabotaged my project without even knowing it.
Guys, I still feel so bad.
It's fine. We're going to have another one. I also have this faux leather. This faux leather is from 143 Vinyl. Rach, did you link this faux leather? You're amazing. This is the russet brown faux leather, and this stuff cuts like butter. We say it every single time. In fact, when we cut it, it's going to look like it didn't cut at all. It scares me every single time, but I've never had a craft fail with this.
We've used it for years,
yes.
And it's amazing.
You can cut this with a fine point blade. You can use your Joy, your Explorer Series machine, or your Maker. So it's really versatile, really great faux leather. And honestly, the price is not that bad either. So check that out. And then I've got some twine up here that I'll grab in just a few minutes, and some adhesive. Yes, I'm using twine. I'm using twine.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to do some sort of fancy metal hanger on this, you know, like a wire, and then coil it and make it cute. It didn't happen. I didn't make it to get the wire. As far as adhesive goes, I'm really not sure what I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use super glue, but if it doesn't work, then I'll grab the hot glue gun. So
we use any excuse to grab our Lynn Lily.
I do love the Lynn Lily. Yes.
Becca, Hocus Pocus 2 comes out tomorrow.
It does.
It does.
I think I'm going to watch it. I don't think I have any plans.
Good.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just going to be packing, but
where are you going? Have you told them where you're going
I've
yet?
told him, yeah, I'm going to Waco, Texas on Sunday. I'm really excited.
She's going to go
meet JoJo.
Joanna Gaines has asked her to come for a photo shoot and a TV show that she's filming about crafters, right? So
that's not true. But if it were, I would be really excited.
One day, maybe.
Yeah.
One day.
No, it's actually, we didn't know it, but they are going to be filming on Monday and Wednesday. They're going to be filming the silo bake-off, whatever, something there. So we may actually see Joanna. That'll be fun. Anyway, let's get to over here on the computer and manipulate this cut file. This one's really fun. Rach, you can interrupt me whenever you would like.
Oh, don't you worry.
This is a file that is already an Oak and Lamb file. It's already available for you all. The Friendsgiving with the cute little turkey, and I've just manipulated this file. This is one thing that I absolutely love to do with cut files. So let me show you how I did it. First of all, I just opened the SVG, not the PNG, but the SVG. So the vector file here in Illustrator. And as is, the file has these cutouts. See, so Friendsgiving, Squad, this, all of this stuff is cut out. To get rid of all that, I can do that a couple of ways. I could take my shape builder tool and just click and drag through, and it fills it in. Or I can click on it, and then under quick actions, release is right here. So I'd press release and it fills in all of those bits. Now, all I have to do now is select everything and unite with my Pathfinder tool. Super, super easy, right? So then I am going to grab an ellipse tool from my basic shapes right here. Click here, and I'll probably just do like, I don't know, 100 by 100 because I'm in pixels. I wasn't paying attention. And then size this down because I'm going to make the little holes that will be cut out where the twine will go. So let's change the color of these so that we can see what we're doing here. Make them a little bit smaller. Right here, I'm going to place another one. So I'm going to copy and paste and place another one here.
I just think this little turkey outline is the cutest
Isn't it adorable?
It's so cute.
And then just make sure that these are lined up. I think they're even. And then I can center these with the turkey. And then I just want to select both the turkey and these, and then with my shape builder tool or Pathfinder tool, it doesn't matter which one. I'm going to cut out so that I have holes right there. Okay, now that I have that, I have two more things that I want to do. I want to put little bones right here, like the end of the turkey legs. And then I want to put a text right here. So let's go ahead and do the turkey leg bone. I'm going to grab my pen tool. So I just hit P here on my keyboard. I'm just going to put some points right here like this. And then I'll grab my curvature tool. So shift and the little, that's just a fun hotkey. Let's change the color of it to white so that we can see what we're doing.
And you're done, right? That was gorgeous.
Pretty much, yeah. So again, I'm just going to use the curvature tool to kind of curve and create this bone right here. And one thing that I'm paying attention to is I want pretty much the same distance all the way around. So that's one way that you can kind of help decide where things are going.
Becca, I think it would be an absolutely hilarious segment on a live stream for me to try and do designing things in Design Space while you're just whipping them out in Illustrator.
And I would love that, Rachel.
Me trying to make this out of basic shape, slicing and welding, would be hilarious.
I love that. Once you have this shape right here finished, we're just going to press copy and paste, Command C, Command V on our keyboard. Move it over and then right click, transform and reflect. And when I did that, it just mirrored it the other way. So then I can pull it down here and we're good. Now all I want to do is add the text. So I'm going to add the pour some gravy on me text using the text box. And then we'll change our text. This is called Spooky Ghost or something.
I wonder how many words a minute you type. I'm going to guess a lot.
There's a lot, yeah. It used, I don't know now, but once upon a time, it was like 108 per minute.
All you do is type. I'm sure it's faster than
Maybe,
that.
I don't know. Okay, so then I'm just going to change the color of this to white so that I can kind of come over here and manipulate. So we'll place this right here and start grouping. I'm going to ungroup and then group each line together. And a couple of things that I did is I don't like how this R has a tail here. I want it to like continue right here. So I manipulated it. Pulled
No,
it up
it
like
looks
this.
much better like that,
Right?
for sure.
So group that. And then this you can, if you want it to come down. But what I like to do before I start really arranging each letter is, see like this one, I want this one to do the same thing. I want this to come from here. So what I would probably do is grab my pen tool and, ooh, that's my emails. Delete this part. So I'm putting just a basic shape over it that, well, not a basic shape, a shape I've created over it. And then I'm going to use my shape builder tool to delete that part of the letter.
Whoa.
Right? And then I'll use the curvature tool to just pull this in and reshape so that it looks more natural, like that.
Whoa.
Now I would probably be a little more picky, like right here with that. In fact, I was for the cut file, but we can go ahead and group these together now. Pull that up like that, and then we have, there it is. This right here, that will pull up and group together. Now, I made gravy a little bit bigger just because I like it aesthetically. So let's size it up and make it a little bigger here. Pull it right here. I put on and me smaller so that it fits right in here. Now, one thing that is a pet peeve of mine is when you size things down, like these letters are now smaller than these. I can't stand that the width of this is thinner than the width of this now. That drives me crazy. And it has to be that way. That's how you're sizing it. But what I do for design is increase the stroke size here. So let's go ahead and increase the stroke size so that we can thicken this up and it will be as thick as this. Now, because we thickened that up, And this is something that we teach in our Illustrator course as well. We dive into this a whole lot slower and with a whole lot more detail, but because we've thickened it up, we have to create an outline here, outline our stroke, so that Design Space or Glowforge would see this is the cut line instead of this is the cut line. So to do that, I'm just coming up to Object, Path, and Outline Stroke, and then we'll unite it. So now there's our cut line. So we've got that. Let's make pour bigger here. Arrange it, and then we'll make some a little bit smaller here. And one thing that I did with some in the file, and you'll see it in a little bit, I put this over here. Let me ungroup this. And then what happened was I thought that there wasn't, like, the fact that this right here was open sort of drove me crazy design-wise. So I extended the tail of the S. Again,
of course you did.
For those of you who this is overwhelming, like that's totally understandable. So I have made this a file for OakenLane members. Remember that. And I'll be giving it to you. But I like to give you some of the design process sometimes for those of you who are particularly interested in creating your own files. So that's why it's sometimes important to do this. Okay, so let's go ahead and increase the stroke on this one, probably just by 0.5. So that it is similar. And then I'm going to just use my pen tool to create another little tail right here. We're going to round our cap and our corner here so that we have rounded ends. And then we'll just curve this so that it looks more natural and can go into that S. You got to remove our fill. There we go, pull that down some. And we can even pull this up if we want to. Then again, we have to outline our stroke. And we will unite this together. But we want to get rid of this, right? So let's go in and delete that. Just going to delete these little anchor points here. Just like this. Smooth this out. And then you'll see here, this font is a little bit rough, right? It looks nice and it would do fine on a Glowforge, but if you were cutting this out on your Cricut, it would not do well. So what I like to do with a font like this, if it's going to be used for Cricut, is I like to smooth it out. So what you do is highlight your image, grab your smoothing tool, and then smooth it out. And I'm not going to do all of them. But see right here, when I hit that, it smooths it right out. So you just go in and hit all of the paths, just like that. You get the idea. Now, the last thing you need to do is make sure that all of your letters are united together or welded together. See, I don't want these tails here to be individual. And then we'll select all of this and make it a compound path by pressing Command 8. So now this is all one layer that would cut out individually. I'd make this a compound path, and then we have this. So then we just save this as an SVG. We'll export it as an SVG, and then you can import it into your design software with your Glowforge, laser cutter, Design Space, whatever you want. So was there anything I need to address about all that? Because I zoomed through it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've already cut this out here in the Glowforge. I don't like the new UI for Glowforge, but anyway, you would just import just like you do regularly. And when you size this, you need to pay attention to what size you're creating it, because your faux leather is 12 by 12 and you can only cut 11.5 by 11.5. So size this here in your software. Cut it out. And then we're going to go over to Design Space. and we're going to cut out a layer of the turkey using the faux leather. So we're going to do that live. I've already cut out the other part with the Glowforge because it only took less than 6 minutes, but it's loud. So
Yeah.
I don't like to do it live.
And Beth is here today. Beth, how are you feeling?
Hey, Beth. Yeah.
How you doing? Let us know.
Here's our little turkey here.
So cute.
And then I don't need these layers. If I'm cutting out all of this in Design Space, if I wanted to cut this out with HTV, then obviously I would want to keep those layers right now. But since I have them cut out of wood, I'm going to just hide them and then size this to 11.5 inches for my width so that it's the exact same as what I'm cutting out with my Glowforge. And then I'll go ahead and click Make It and connect to my machine. And then I'm going to choose the faux leather material setting as soon as my Bluetooth connection happens.
You're a rebel using Bluetooth.
Right?
A rebel.
I never plug it in anymore. I don't know why.
We used to always plug it in.
Well, it's quicker.
Yeah.
Well, and at MGL, the computer...
It wouldn't reach.
It wouldn't reach, yeah. Faux leather paper thin is the setting that I use for this 143 faux leather.
And it cuts like
amazing.
butter.
Yes. You can see here, fine point blade. So let's go ahead and load our faux leather onto a mat. I'm just using this strong grip mat, or standard grip mat, excuse me, because it's pretty new. Should do pretty well. And then I'll bray it on really good.
I love this color.
It's my favorite.
When we were at Makers Gonna Learn, we bought every single color. This was still our favorite.
Oh, absolutely.
Out of every color, and there's a lot of colors. This one was the one we definitely used the most.
If I have something that's leather, it's this color, like if I can choose it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this out. Let me go see who our friends are.
Oh, Beth, she said, I have the worst headache ever, but so thankful it wasn't serious. I've taken many headers while skiing, so I knew how to turn my body and tuck, but it was a scary sound hitting concrete. Oh, Beth, I can't
imagine.
I'm so glad there's nothing major wrong, though. So
Absolutely.
glad you're okay. And we heard read some updates about Scott, Kat's husband, so we're so glad about that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, hoping Miss Crystal feels good. Feels better, hoping that everyone feels better and all those Florida people are doing okay. Do we have a link to it, Sherry? Yes, there is a link in the description below. It says faux leather. That is
Check it out. It's a good one.
I did add twine when Becca said twine, so it might have messed up the description. So you might have to refresh your page, refresh the live page, but it's down there in the description. Becca, they're loving your shirt, by the way.
Thank you. I haven't worn it in a couple of years because I have this issue. Like if something's too tight right here, I won't. It drives me crazy.
I hate it.
But it fits now. So that's nice.
I like how long it is. Becca was talking about that.
It's really long.
It's long,
like
long.
Really long.
I love it though. Love it. Love it.
Okay, so this is finished cutting. If you are always a skeptic like I am, then you can, without unloading the mat, see it's flashing, without unloading the mat, just kind of peel up like this. And if it looks like it's not
look at the top. It doesn't look like anything cut out.
At all. So if it looks like it's cut, then you can unload your mat. It did really well. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Just
the little holes up here. Perfect. So nice. Okay. So I have this. I'm going to have to pull the masking off of that, and we'll do it in just a few minutes. First, I want to get...
You want me to be doing that?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't know how long it will take.
It won't take long. First, I'm going to glue this down, and while it dries, then I'll do the masking. So, before I do that, let me show you this one. This one right here, I think you can see it.
You can.
Do you see all of this extra...
That bottom E
white,
is bad.
This right here. Yeah. So I grabbed this glue because I thought it was super glue because I wasn't paying attention. Rachel also thought it was super glue. This is a Gorilla Glue pen, and it's white, first of all. I wasn't paying attention.
Super fine
On the back it says damp it. So you're supposed to wet whatever you glue and then glue it. So spread a thin layer of Gorilla Glue onto another surface, and the glue will expand 3 to 4 times its size.
Guys, I am just so sorry.
Then you clamp it. Now, my question is this, and this is a genuine question because I just can't think of any, for instances. When would you use a glue that needs to expand like that? I'm curious.
Now, like in this form, because we know like in the construction field, there are things that you would use. But for projects like this is a glue pen for little projects. What would you use this for?
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, this was an accident. Don't use this glue. It will ruin your project.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Instead, I have some super glues that I'm going to try. I want to use this one, but I think it's almost gone. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to place this on here.
I got that at Harbor Freight, by the way, during my...
The white one?
Yeah, my like blackout craft haul when I was just in there going ham. Yeah, I got that because I thought, oh, a glue pen, how nice. Plus, it was in a packaging, so I didn't flip it over and read the back. I saw a glue pen and was like, that's cool. I should have read.
When I'm placing something on like this, I like to get it perfectly on there and then with pressure still on here, pull up sections of it to glue down and then do the other section so that I don't have to guess, especially because super glue is notorious for drying quicker than I think it should. So I'm just going to kind of glue around the perimeter here. Do a little bit through here. And we'll see what happens.
Kat said, nothing better looking than a leather turkey. Why am I wanting to make this now?
A leathery turkey. It's a well done turkey. This one's deep fried. Oh goodness, Rach, do you guys do turkey for Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah. Now Christmas, we always do Christmas breakfast. We never do. We'll do a Christmas dinner the Sunday before Christmas, and then for actual Christmas Day, we'll head over to my grandparents' property and do pancakes and just, everything.
I love that.
Stuff to the gills. But for Thanksgiving, we sure do turkey. I love turkey.
Okay. I think this is working well. We'll see.
Megan, I love this question. So Becca can answer this because, again, just like the glue, I swear I was really trying to sabotage her when she was making this project. Megan says, if you use a spray adhesive on something like this, would it last?
I did use Loctite per Rachel's recommendation. It also did not work well. Yeah. It just peels right up, unfortunately.
I was really trying to sabotage Becca.
She was really trying to give me a fail. I'm glad I tested it out beforehand, though. I have to admit, before this project, don't remember ever gluing faux leather to MDF. So sort of a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Becca, absolutely no one has a recommendation on what the crap expansive glue is.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel better.
Whatever, you know.
Makes me feel better. Okay. Let me...
Micah, I've never had a Cornish hen.
I have.
Have you, Becca?
My madre made them for a while.
I eat meat a lot.
Yeah?
But something about looking at a little Cornish game hen makes me sad.
Isn't that what they serve at Dixie Stampede?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I've never been. I would have to go to the hospital. I can't even.
You've never been to Dixie Stampede?
I can't even smell. I can't even look at a horse.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I'm so allergic to horses. Oh gosh. But no, I've never been in Dixie Stampede.
So this is pre-masked. I get it from WA Supplies. I really like it. But if you wanted to paint it, I would recommend painting it before you cut it. It just makes life a whole lot easier.
Also, please use spray paint on a very windy day outside. That makes for Becca's face. That makes for the best.
Well, first of all, I put the first coat on and I come back inside. I think I was getting ready to go to the bathroom and I hear Rachel going, "Oh crap!"
And like the wind was blowing, like we were losing it.
Yeah.
So I jet out the door and Becca comes out behind me. Oh, God.
So then I'm like, okay, I'm going to stand here with my feet on the poster board for this second one and just stand here until it's dry. It's not a big deal. So I did. Well, of course, I'm only on one side of it, and the other side catches wind and blows up, and the spray painted pieces hit me in the shin. Rachel's having to like pull them off my shins.
I'm wheezing, making like the worst noise in the world because it was so stinking funny.
Yeah, she thought it was funny.
I did think it was funny.
It was funny. I laughed too.
And Becca was wearing the leggings that like fall off of her, so she was like, "Well, at least these leggings are huge."
Yeah. They weren't. Yeah, they were oldies. So the one thing I don't like about this is that, I mean, I like it, but I don't like that I have to weed it off both sides. It has masking. It's masked on both sides. You can get it with just one side though, if you want to.
Now they're talking about these Cornish hens. Is this something you could just like go to Walmart and buy? Can you just buy little hens at Walmart?
Rachel, it looks like a rotisserie chicken. That's
But
all it
little.
looks like. Yes. You've had rotisserie chickens, right?
I will tear up.
So why would you tear that up but not a Cornish hen?
I don't know. It's smaller. It makes me sad.
It's still, oh my gosh.
I don't know.
So-
I can't think of killing things when I'm eating.
So I told you that we were watching that Wicked Tuna show on Disney
Yes,
Plus.
yes.
Well, we all love it, but Fallon's like, why would they do that? I'm like, baby, if you eat meat, then I am half convinced that she may go on a meat hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could see that with Fallon.
So we have a chicken factory in our town and it stinks so bad, but it's right in the middle of town. You can't avoid it.
You, honest to God, have to hold your breath.
Yeah,
I'm not
really
kidding.
wish that the city would like give them some cheap land and kind of force them to move or something.
Yeah, I can't imagine like living right
Awful.
next to it, Becca. I would die.
I know. Anyway, so when the chicken trucks come through, the chickens are alive, right? And my kids are like, "Oh, are they sleeping?" And I'm like, well.
And there's probably 1,000 of them crammed
on that truck?
in
Yeah,
the back of
yeah.
the truck. I mean, no doubt it's sad. No doubt.
If I think about it, it does drive me crazy.
Me too. I can't think about it. I mean, I know that's not the way that we should do things, but I can't think about it. But I also have to eat meat. I have to. I couldn't live without my chicky nuggies.
Chicky nuggies.
My chicky nuggies.
I do like chicky nuggies. Anyway, I was telling Rachel, we're watching that Wicked Tuna thing, and every time I watch it, I want a poke bowl. I want one so bad. I might get one today.
You do you, Becca.
I haven't had one in a while. It's a lot of carbs, though.
But your carbs aren't from like
No, it's just
candy.
rice. It's just rice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Patrice says, "OMG, I have to look away when I see chicken trucks on the freeway." Yeah, it's not a very good sight. No. And my uncle, Joe's dad, he raises cattle, not for milk. You know, he raises cattle, and he takes excellent care. Like, they have a great life, you know, until they don't. But just thinking about it's sad because I mean those things, they're treated great. He's like, well, it's about to rain. I gotta get my cattle in the barn, and he feeds them like 80 times a day, of course, because you know he needs to. But it's sad when you think about it.
My papa had cows that would eat candy out of his hands. I'm like, how do you get rid of that?
How do you get rid? I know. Yeah. I said, you don't name him, do you? I call him JoJo, and he says, oh yeah, I name him. I said, you don't name him, do you, JoJo? He goes, oh yeah, they all have names. I'm like, oh no. He came to, what was the last, maybe 4th of July or something. We were grilling out hamburgers, and he says, his name was Patrick, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh Lord. I'm like, you brought us Patrick? That's horrible. It is what it is.
Anna's sister-in-law, Akoya, has a farm.
Yeah.
Like, basically, they're just pets. And so she got some cows that she bottle fed, and she says that they're going to pardon pasture, meaning they're not getting slaughtered. So they have some that get slaughtered and some that go to pardon pasture to live their life there.
And listen, it's a part. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a part of life. Farmers and things that have businesses like that, I mean, I don't even know how many thousands of jobs and things would go
Well,
under.
you become desensitized to it, I think, when you're in it like that.
Oh, for sure. Yes, Bailey's husband Jacob works at Swaggerty's sausage factory. He's pretty desensitized. He's got to be, honestly. Got to be. Kat, I will have to PM you about the white/blackboard from Home Depot. Would work awesome for this if you wanted white letters. Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Let us know, Kat.
I haven't used it. I think I've read in that Friendliest Glowforge Facebook group about it, but I haven't used it. I don't always trust their opinions, you know. Sorry. I could have had you do this, but...
Well, you said no awfully quick.
I know.
You know, I
don't want your help. You've sabotaged it so much already.
Gosh, you're right. I probably would have broken every single letter off. You would have to place them on one by one.
You would have done that.
Probably. I'm not very easy. That's why I always used to hate paper crafts, because I'm not very gentle. There's a sound bite in the blooper video of you saying, I don't have sweaty hands. And then you look over here at me and I'm like, okay.
There's also a really nice one. Oh, God, I can't wait for them to hear it.
It's done, by the way, guys. The blooper video is done.
Is it uploaded to Dropbox?
It's uploaded.
I can't wait to see it.
It's ready to go. It is almost 20 minutes long. And the longest take in the whole thing is like 15 seconds. So that's how sporadic the scenes are. They're 15 seconds or less, all made up to a video that's almost 20 minutes long.
It's so funny.
It's a hoot and a half, though.
It's funny, though, because, you know, I saw the first, I'm just telling on myself. I saw the first 7 or 8 minutes of it, and I didn't get bleeped not one time in that 7 or 8 minutes. Not one time. And I was like, man, I have a whole lot more self-control with the curse words than I thought I did. And then in the second half, I was like, oh, there it is. There it is.
Also, I opened up, skimmed through over 300 videos for this. So everything I could find is on there. I told Becca, I think we burp more than we talk on our videos. Honestly, it's going to be so good. I'm so glad you guys are excited about it.
I got to get really creative with that thumbnail. I need some ideas for that.
Yeah.
Maybe the still shot of Anna's hair blown up when the balloon pops.
Yes. Or maybe us three with just black boxes over our mouths for how much we're bleeped out.
That is a great idea. Oh, that's a great idea. I love that.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Finished. So then I'm just going to place this in here where it goes, and then we'll glue it down. Look how cute it looks.
I think this looks good not painted.
I do too. I like it a lot. It's more natural.
Yeah. Less work too. Less pants to ruin.
Right. I can't tell if this is straight or not, but the beauty of it is it doesn't really matter because... Yeah. Okay, so this is super glue. This one is almost out. What should I do? I'm going to try this one. I'm going to try this one
doesn't
first.
Expand.
No. Oh, this doesn't expand. Oh, you mean the other one?
Yeah. Can you put the whole thing up a couple inches?
Yep.
Just carefully. No rush.
Sure can.
Perfect. Oh, look at his little bony legs.
So cute. I want another one of these. I really like it.
Let me throw them in the Amazon cart. What's it called?
Gorilla Super Glue, but I particularly love
the sides.
The applicator.
Okay. I will get you some more.
You're the best.
Let me check. Oh my gosh.
How much is it?
$8.
Oh, don't buy that. That's ridiculous. I didn't pay that for this.
Oh, wait. Here's a 2-pack for $13. That's better, right?
No, that's still $7. Well, $6.50.
So that's a no?
I don't think I paid that for it. I don't remember paying that for it.
I'll look at Walmart next time I go. Because see, here's the thing, guys. Most of the time, Amazon has the best price that you could find, if you dig, enough. But sometimes there's things like that, and it makes you question.
Well, they get you out of convenience, right? Because it's convenient just to add it to the cart.
And it comes to your door, and yeah.
Don't have to remember.
What is this? It says Gorilla Gel XL.
It probably expands. Does it?
Shake vigorously to mix
ingredients. Why am I so
ingredients.
shaky? I'm shaky right now. Do you guys see that? Uh-oh, I've got some seepage there. Oh, well. At least it'll be clear. Did you? I just whistled.
Was that you?
Yes.
I heard it. I thought
What
it was
in
outside.
the world?
Didn't know what that was.
We're almost finished here.
Oh, this is a good question. Well,
What?
it's going to expose us.
Oh, no.
What?
I dropped it.
Patrice said, I can't see it. What do you do with all the crafts that you make? Well,
Oh, no.
usually we try and tailor them to where one of us will take them home. Like we'll try and make them how we want to make them. But now if we're going for, like if we're recreating a trend, you know, and
I got to be honest, a lot of the trends I hate.
well, yes, yeah, that's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
If we're going on a trend that none of us particularly like, sometimes it goes in the garbage, but most of the time we try and take them home.
Or we try to, like, if it's somebody, like, somebody would want it or something like that.
Like I've made stuff for my sister before, you know, tailoring things to her that I know she would like. Also, usually the things that go in the garbage cost less than like $3 to make anyhow.
And I got to be honest, you would not believe how many cups and tumblers we make here, especially by the time we test things and do that. And then so many different techniques. You can only have so many tumblers.
You can.
And mugs and things like that.
You can. And this is from one of my friends who works. She actually works at Carm. She doesn't work at like Goodwill or something. But she says it's incredibly hard to sell and price people's crafts. So if we were to get a box and take it to Goodwill, they don't particularly love hand-me-downs of people's crafts.
Yeah.
They don't love them. Oh my gosh, it's twine. Somebody call the police.
This is actually sticking really well.
Good.
I think I'm going to put this on my door. I don't think I'm going to I'll throw this one away, but I think I'm going to actually do this one.
The one that's puffed up that looks horrible?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not going to use that one. I hate twine. I hate it.
I love twine. Twine's great.
I'm trying to decide. I think I'm just going to be boring and knot it on here.
So guys, this is the last live you'll see of Becca for like a whole week.
Yeah.
You're going to see me.
Well, here's what happened. I'll be back Wednesday, and I tried to get Rachel to move at least one of the lives to Thursday or Friday, and she just doesn't want me to be live with you.
Yeah, that's
all.
it. That's exactly what it is. That's what it is for sure. No.
So that's what happened.
Becca, on several occasions, has been like camping or spending time with her family and is like, it's cool, we'll go live at 6 p.m. So I don't want you to rush around getting back from Waco, Texas to run down here and do a live when me and James and baby Charlie can do them through the week and then you can just relax.
Whatever, you just don't want me to do it.
Yeah, I mean, they're sick of you already. I know they are.
I think so.
But you guys are going to see me and James and Charlie on Monday, Tuesday, and then in the private Facebook group on Wednesday.
Yes. Okay, so here's look how cute. So stinking cute. I didn't have time to stop and get any, and all I have is Christmas ribbon, but I would probably do like a cute little ribbon right here. For me, I hate fall colors. So I probably would do like buffalo plaid, like black and white buffalo plaid, and something neutral. But if you love fall colors, do all the fall.
Yes.
Super cute. Anyway, that came together really quickly, right? And this, honestly, if you were doing craft fairs, I would buy this at a craft fair.
Yeah.
I have to be honest. I see a lot of craft fair tables that have a bunch of signs. And sometimes they are not very original, which is fine. If it's something that's trendy, then go for it. It's going to sell. I am going to encourage you, if you are a craft fair person, to look for things like this that you probably don't see other places and create things that you're not seeing other places. You want to stand out in a way that offers people something different. Like, why would they want to come to yours over everyone else's?
Yeah.
Because you have something unique and different. So I feel like something like this would be a good sign option. Just my 2 cents. Not that you asked for it. Take it or leave it.
And Carly, we do have the X tool. It's still in the box over there on the floor.
That's on Fred now, though.
Fred's already put his 2 cents in during a live, no less. So we have witnesses. That has him offering to come and unbox it and do a video of setting it up. So it's in Fred's court now. The ball's in Fred's court.
Robin, that's correct. She said, "Wait, we all don't want a gather sign."
Robin.
Oh actually, if you did not know, which I'm not in, like, I'm into trends, but I'm not. In other words, like, if I like it, I really don't care what's going on. But if you are into trends, all of the signs, like the farmhouse signs that are like gather, welcome, thankful, those types of things are headed out. They're headed out. I have words all over my house, but they actually mean things to me, like scripture, like a scripture verse that is something for our family, or I have this amazing little poem type thing that I had put on a big board for my kids. That's like, listen to the message child, listen to the don'ts, listen to the impossibles, the somethings. Anyway, those types of words I still love.
Yes.
I'm going to encourage you to, I don't know how I got onto this. Fill your home with things that mean things to you.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of times, especially when you're younger and building a house and decorating a house, a lot of people will just like jump at the chance of getting it finished. So they just buy things to fill spaces. And I mean, I did my first house.
Hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
For Hobby Lobby to throw up in my house.
Yeah.
Hundreds of dollars.
And then I look at it like a few years later, look at the wall and I'm like, but what does this mean to me? What can I put here that's actually inspiring to me, or that means something to me, or that maybe I made with somebody, like that type of thing. And I have found that filling my home with things that actually mean things to me makes me feel more at home.
Yeah.
And also you can be more creative that way too. So like, my bedroom was not finished for like 2 years because I just wanted to be very, very specific and intentional about filling it. Yeah.
Yes. I think especially when you're first getting married, if you're younger, you have that feeling of the necessity to have your home done as soon as you're in it. I think, which is why I went ham at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
On like a 50% off sale. But now in this house, there's basically nothing on the walls. Because I just haven't found anything
that I
love. And now I'm like, how about I blow up some photos of Charlie and find it? Because, when we moved in the house, we didn't know.
I have lots of pictures in my house. And I know that's controversial too. A lot of people are like, you shouldn't have so many photos of your family in there. And I'm like, why? They're adorable.
Why do people say that?
It's a vanity thing.
I'm sorry. Photos of your family in your own home?
When you walk into my house, the first thing that you see is a whole wall of canvases of my kids. Literally. Like, the wall is 2 stories and it's probably this wide all the way up, full of canvases of my kids.
Well, Becca, you wouldn't have that if you didn't have the cutest babies in the world. So it's really your fault.
I know.
It's your fault.
So, if you're on that train of thought, then sorry. Don't come to my house. You'll be very offended. Anyway, thank you for being here live with us today on this Thursday morning. This was a fun little project. I love how it turned out. I'm really excited about it. Very cute. Julie's sister-in-law, Sarah, sent that. She was like, oh my gosh, if this were a cut file, I would totally put this on my door. I'm like, done. We'll make it happen. Yes, exactly, Patrice. Whatever makes you happy and feel wonderful in your home, then do that.
Yeah.
Yes, I love the staircase walls full of pictures. My sister-in-law has a massive house. It's absolutely beautiful. And she has this whole stairwell that's like a whole wall, back wall, and up. And her daughter came and spent like a whole weekend. She has 4 grown daughters now. And just filled it full of, I mean, it is the most beautiful stairwell.
I love it.
It is absolutely gorgeous.
I love it.
Yeah, with all different like colors of frame, not colors, but like she stuck to probably like golds and blacks and canvases and things like that. She didn't go like crazy with the color because that's not Betty's style, but different like textures and shapes, and it's just an absolutely gorgeous eclectic wall of their history as a family.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I love it.
Hip replacement on Monday for Scott. Yes, we will be praying for him. I hope it goes really, really well.
Jen.
I'm so anti home sweet home type stuff. I bought this one sign that I do still have up, and it's sort of cliche for me, but it says it feels so good to be home. And I still feel that way. I'm such a homebody anyway. But when we bought that house, we had looked, I mean, it'd been 12 years until we got that house. And so like it still, like I'll drive up and I'm like, Wayne, I'm so grateful for this house. And so I've kept that one in there, which is a little cliche. It is.
No, again, if you like it, then have it.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for being here. We will be back on
Monday.
Rachel and James. You guys love James's voice.
You do. He'll be here Monday.
We'll be here Monday.
Yes.
Yeah. So Rachel has a cool lineup for you all. A fun craft haul from Walmart, the dollar spot. And then she's going to be talking about sealers. Should you seal? Should you not? What to do? All of the questions about sealing, because we get lots of questions about sealing.
All the time.
If it's a project that could be sealed during a live, we're going to get that question, which is great. Yeah. So she's going to answer all those questions. And then we have an organic going out, the Amazon products you need for glitter tumblers. So for those of you who want to get into glitter tumblers, it's a whole video, just a great accumulation of our favorite things that we've tried, why we like them, and all of that stuff. So next week is going to be great. I'll be popping into the private Facebook group. May do a little live from Waco. Just a little.
Fun.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you sometime. Bye, everyone.